Structural functionalism is a theoretical perspective in sociology that views society as a complex system composed of interdependent parts, each with a specific function or purpose that contributes to the overall stability and well-being of society. According to this perspective, society is like a living organism with various parts that work together to maintain social equilibrium and ensure that the needs of individuals and the society as a whole are met. This theory emphasizes the importance of social institutions, such as family, religion, education, and government, in maintaining social order and stability. Each of these institutions serves a specific function and contributes to the overall functioning of society. Proponents of structural functionalism argue that society is held together by shared values and norms, which are reinforced by social institutions. They believe that change in one part of society can lead to changes in other parts, but that the overall system will tend to resist significant change in order to maintain stability. Critics of structural functionalism argue that it tends to overlook social conflict and power struggles, as well as the ways in which social institutions can reinforce inequality and oppression. Nevertheless, structural functionalism remains an important theoretical perspective in sociology and continues to influence research and thinking about social systems. Sure, here's a more in-depth explanation of structural functionalism. Structural functionalism is one of the oldest and most influential theoretical perspectives in sociology. It emerged in the early 20th century as a response to the breakdown of traditional social structures and the rapid social changes brought about by industrialization and modernization. The basic premise of structural functionalism is that society is made up of interdependent parts, or social institutions, that work together to maintain social order and stability. These institutions include family, religion, education, government, and the economy. Each institution has a specific function or purpose that contributes to the overall functioning of society. For example, the family is responsible for socializing children and providing emotional support, while the government is responsible for maintaining law and order and providing public services. Each institution has a role to play in maintaining social equilibrium, and society as a whole is like a living organism with various parts that work together to ensure the well-being of individuals and the society as a whole. One of the key features of structural functionalism is its emphasis on shared values and norms. Proponents of this theory argue that society is held together by a common set of values and norms that are reinforced by social institutions. These values and norms provide a sense of order and predictability in social interactions, and they help to maintain social stability. However, critics of structural functionalism point out that this perspective tends to overlook social conflict and power struggles. They argue that social institutions can also reinforce inequality and oppression, and that the values and norms that are reinforced by these institutions may not be shared by all members of society. Despite its limitations, structural functionalism remains an important theoretical perspective in sociology, and it continues to influence research and thinking about social systems.